find the sum of the arithmetic sequence 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25. So this is a finite arithmetic sequence because it stops to the 11th term, which is 25. Okay, so we will use this formula S sub n equals n times the quantity of a sub 1 plus a sub n over 2. Okay, so we will use this formula if our a sub 1 is given and our a sub n. Okay, so a sub 1 or the first term is 5 and a sub n or the last term is 25, and this n here is equal to the number of terms, so you will count the number of terms. So we have 11 terms, so these three values will be substituted to this equation. So since n equals 11, so this will be s sub 11 or the sum of the 11 terms times n is 11, a sub 1 is 5 plus a sub n is 25, then over 2, s sub 11 equals 11, 5 plus 25 is 30, then over 2. So s sub 11 equals 11 times 30 is 330, then over 2. So s sub 11 equals 330 divided by 2 is 165. So the sum of the 11 terms is 165. Okay, number 2. Find the sum of the first 25 terms in the arithmetic sequence 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and so on. So we will use this formula S sub n equals n over 2 multiplied to 2a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. Okay, so we will use this formula if the arithmetic sequence is infinite. Okay, so we can determine if a sequence is if an arithmetic sequence is infinite if you have the three dots, it means continuous or infinite. Okay, so like 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, then comma, dot, dot, dot. Okay, so first identify our variables like n. So n is 25 because we need to find the sum of the 25 terms. Then we have our a sub 1, which is 4, and the common difference is to subtract 8 minus 4, we can get the common difference 4 also. So we have these three values. So substitute all the values. S sub n equals n. By the way, n is 25. Okay. S sub 25 equals n is 25, then over 2 multiplied to 2, a sub 1 is 4 plus n is again 25, then minus 1 multiplied to d, which is 4 also. Next, s sub 25 is 25 over 2 is 12.5, then 2 times 4 is 8 plus 25 minus 1 is 24, then multiplied to 4. Then s sub 25 equals 12.5. So that is 8 plus 24 times 4, that is 96. Then simplify again. S sub 25 equals 12.5. So 8 plus 96, that is 104, right? Then 12.5 times 104. So the answer is, if you multiply this one, the answer is 1003 100. So the sum of that first 25 terms in the arithmetic sequence 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and so on is 1,300. Okay, find the sum of the odd numbers between 10 and 50. So if we say between 10 and 50, 10 and 50 are not included. And since we talk about odd numbers, so we need to find the odd numbers between 10 and 50. So we will start from 11, right? So our 11 is our a sub 1. So next to 11 is 13, 15, 17. Then between 10 and 50, so what is the odd number less than 50? Okay, so that is 49. So our 49 is our a sub n. And our n here is unknown because we don't know how many terms from 11 to 49. So we cannot use this formula s sub n. Okay, we cannot use this for now. Okay, so we need to find n first. So we will use this as a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied to d. Okay, so our d is, just subtract 13 minus 11, so our d is 2, right? So a sub n is 49 equals a sub 1 is 11 plus n is unknown, then minus 1, d is 2. So 49 equals 11 plus 2 times n, 2n, minus 2 times 1, 2. So 49 equals 11 plus, okay, sorry, 49 equals 2n plus 11 minus 2, that is 9. Okay, then 2n equals 49 minus 9, so 2n is equal to 40. So n is equal to 40 over 2, and 40 over 2 is 20. So the number of terms from 11 to 49 is 20. So now we can use this formula to get the sum. So s sub 20 is equal to 20 times a sub 1 is 11 plus 49, that is our a sub n, then over 2. So s sub 20 equals 20 times 11 plus 49, that is 60, then over 2. So s sub 20, 20 times 60, that is 1,200, then over 2. So s sub 20 is 1,200 over 2, that is 600. So the sum of the 20 terms from 11 to 49 is 600. Okay, number 4. Find the sum of the numbers divisible by 6 from 1 to 50. So if we say divisible, it means that the quotient is a whole number. Okay, so from 1 to 50, so what is the first number which is divisible by 6? So we will start to 6, right? Because 6 divided by 6 is 1. So you cannot say 5 because 5 divided by 6, it is a fraction or less than 1. And that fraction is not a whole number, okay? So we'll start at 6, okay? Then next to 6, that is 12. Then next is 18. So from 1 to 50, we will start at 6, right? Because 6 is divisible by 6. 12 is divisible by 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. Then until, so 50. So a number less than 50 then and also divisible by 6. So that is 48, right? You cannot say 49 because 49 divided by 6, there's a remainder. So it's 48. So therefore, our a sub 1 is 6 and our a sub n is 48. So we don't know the number of terms also. So we don't know the number of terms from 6 to 48. So our n is unknown. So we will use again this formula. So we need to find n first. So again, a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So a sub n is 48. A sub 1 is 6 plus we don't know the value of n. Rd is just subtract 12 minus 6. That is 6. Then 48 equals 6 plus 6 times n, 6n, minus 6 times 1, 6. So 48 equals 6n. So 6 minus 6 is 0. So no need to write here 0. Okay, so you can just cancel out. Then n equals 48 over 6. So our n is 8. So there are 8 terms from 6 to 48. So we'll use this n to this formula. So we need to get the sum. So s sub 8, because our n is 8, then 8 times a sub 1 is 6 plus a sub n is 48 over 2. So s sub 8 equals 8 times 6 plus 48, that is 54, then over 2. So s sub 8 equals 8 times 54, that is 432 over 2. Then s sub 8 equals 216. So therefore, the sum is 216. So it is the sum from the sequence 6, 12, 18 until 48.